Hi, my name's Damien. I'm going to demonstrate to you the Level B Electrolux combi. Okay, now what I'm going to do is demonstrate from starting from the top, work my way down. The control panel of the Electrolux Level B. You've got the on-off button, you've got phases 1 and 2, start-stop button. Now to start it, it's just a touch. To stop a cycle, hold your finger down for 2 seconds, then release and the cycle will stop. You've got steam. Now if I touch the icon of steam, what you can see is flashing is basically our target temperature. So what we do, get it flashing, move it. For steam it goes maximum is 130, which is super steam. And of course down as low as 25. On the left here, what we've got is the temperature of the chamber. Moving down, we've got a little icon, and that icon there is a door opening and door close. So that's a little red light flashing. The next one, descale. Now if that ever lights up, it's basically telling you that the water, the boiler inside there, the elements, needs to be descaled. The icon beside it is filling. So if that lights up, basically the boiler's getting filled with water. The next section down we've got here is timer and probe. Now the probe that the Level B has is a 3 sensor probe, both ends of the probe and one in the middle. Now at the moment it's on the timer. Now with the timer, to move it, to change it, touch it, when it's flashing, this is when you can move it. So 1 minute cycles. Now if I go, that's 0, move back 1, continuous. So continuous, C-O-N-T, means continuous, so basically on and on cooking. Go back 1 more, just use 1 click, get it flashing. Click it back once, using the dial. 8 hours is the maximum. So to move it, just 1 by 1, just use the dial, slowly move it. Now, to use the probe, the cycle has to be stopped and finished to move the probe from timer to probe. So, there you go, there's the probe, so touch it once, twice. So to move to probe, timer to the probe, all you have to do is touch the button. So to get onto the probe, as low as 10, high as 99. Moving my way down, we've got here utilities. Now with utilities, there's options there. Now with the options, what we can do, get them lit up. First one, what we've got here is a chef symbol, and basically that's a pause. One beside it, regenerating. The next one again, pulse. Also there is a HACCP program that you can wire up to it if needed. We've got the cleaning cycles. We've got the half fan, reduce the power by half, delta cooking, and we've got vent opening close. Now if I wanted to have the vent opening close, of course, as what we've got it on, we've actually had it on steam, so what we want to do with the steam, we want to actually keep it in the chamber. But if I have it on convection, the icon will light up. So that means we can use it. So if I want one of these symbols here to be used, say for example, we want to have the pulse fan, get it lit up, all the little icons. Now, basically I've moved it using the dial, put it onto the half fan. If I want that, the pulse fan, get it back up there. It's flashing, confirm it with the button. That's what we have. And then what we've got now is pulse fan. Now if I also want to open up the vent through the convection, light it up, get it flashing over onto the vent symbol, confirm it, touch it, it's on. So basically what I've done is what you can see. I've got convection heat, I've got the temperature of a 160. Now if I want to change that, we move it, I can go up, go down, wherever I like. 195 is what my target temperature is, 44 is what the chamber is. 30 minutes, if I want to change the minutes, move it, 35 for example. Or no, maybe I want to use the probe. I'm going to work off the probe. My meat product, rare-ish, say 55 degrees. So what we can see here is we've got the temperature target at 195, 55 probe, pulse fan, vent open. Now they're the choices I've chosen. Now if I want to go working my way down to the bottom here, we've got teardrops, and that's water injection. So basically all I'm going to do during a convection cycle, I touch it, light up, a little light above it, LED light will light up, and basically for 30 seconds it will inject water in there, just a slight trickle of water. Now if I only want it for about, say, 2 seconds, touch it, count to 2, touch it again, turns off. The next little icon beside it, we've got a picture of, actually it's dumping the water from the boiler. So if I want to dump it manual, and that's using a D scale cycle. The next one here, we've got a cool down button. So if I'm into dry heat and I want to cool it down fairly quick, or even use it for, say for example, I had risotto, and I was cooking off risotto and I had it on trays, and I could leave it on the bench, nor I could actually just put the trays in there, push the cool down button, the fan will blow over it and cool it a little bit quicker. So what you've seen and what I've demonstrated is the control panel of the AeroSteam Level B. Now what I wanted to do is go back up to the top, and we're going to talk about phases 1 and 2. Now phases 1, now we'll use an example. So we're doing pork. We could slowly roast the pork off on a combination of steam heat. We could say move it to about, we could do a low, slow cook, 150. The next part, I'm going to work off the probe. So with the probe, once my pork reaches 80 degrees, I want it to finish. And also, during that slow process, I want to use my pulse fan. Get the pulse fan lighting up. Confirm it. So what we're looking here through my first phase, I'm looking at a combination of steam heat, 150 degrees, working off the probe at 80 degrees, and I've got pulse fan. Now, if I'm doing pork belly or pork loin, that's a great start. Now, but the finishing off would be, basically I want to sort of like crisp up the pork skin, give it that crackle. So phase 2, all I have to do is touch the icon up here with 1 and 2, and what we're doing, we're starting a new phase. So phase 2, what do I want to do? Convection. I want to blister the skin, so you go up to about 240. Timer, do it for 10 minutes, that'd be more than enough. And of course, open up the fan, open up the vent, touch it. That's it. So what I've created here is phases 1 and 2. So if I go back to phase 1, 150, working off the probe for 80 degrees, and pulse fan. Phase 2, 240, we're going to blister the skin, 10 minutes, vent open. So basically now all I have to do is start it, preheating, and if I want to remove the preheat, I'd say if it's more than enough, tight enough in there, touch it again, preheat's removed, and it goes straight into the cycle. But taking note, if I was using the timer will start. But during preheat, if I have preheat, the timer will not start. And that's the Level B electrolysis combi.